control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic but I can't get enough. You're burying me, burying me. Yeah, you're burying me, burying me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my hand again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my head, get you out of my head again. Hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my hand again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my head, get you out of my head again.
Please note.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. I run my own way to get there. Phones are calling and I don't seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. So tell me the storm is coming, so I'm sick of all your lies. Why don't you try to be why? Now that I need you, why?
Just to feel like I'm fading, and though my heart breaks a beat of time, I cross the lines just to tell you, don't leave the way, don't leave the side. Then I try with a try to play in the rain. I feel like I'm
I was so wrong. I was so blind.
I was so wrong for tuning into this week of Ring of Honor.
And welcome to Honor Ramble. I am your host, Auntie Collins. With me, once again, is the lovely Kimmy SokOLE. What is this hat? This is not a snapback.
New York, it's beanie season because it's October. New York City Comic Con. We are 2 weeks away. I'm doing a disclaimer. I will not be on this show in 2 weeks because I will be at New York City Comic Con and I'm not going to be able to walk for a week because that's what happened last year.
I'm not at all jealous.
Listen, do you know how chaotic a New York City Comic Con is? And I got to work all 4 days. So last year, I kid you not, my feet, I couldn't walk for a week. I literally could not move. I literally was telling people, because, you know, the con's Thursday to Sunday, I go, don't text me Monday. Don't call me. If you need me, you don't need me. I'm not answering you.
If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far.
Except for the Monday after New York City Comic Con. I will not be answering any messages. I don't care how important you are in my life. I'm not answering. Not answering. But you know, I don't know how I'm living after last night's Dynamite.
Oh, tell me why you're not alive.
Did we see my tweet where I specifically said I collapsed on my so this is true story. So I was on the phone.
So to preface, last night was AEW 5th year anniversary.
And before we're not even going to talk about Britt yet. We're not even talking about Britt. Okay. So I was watching with Ella J, my very, very good friend Ella J. So my dad was watching downstairs, so I hung up the phone with Ella to go watch this segment with my dad. I thought this was going to be, you know, Chris Jericho. What could go wrong, I thought. Keep in mind, I was there when Chris Jericho pinned Mark Briscoe in person. They're live. Chris challenges Mark to the match. I collapse on the floor. Literally collapsed. Fell on the living room floor. I am now punching the living room floor. To which my father is literally like, you are being absolutely ridiculous. And you're being very overdramatic. There's no need to yell about this. I start like crying. I'm like, Father, you do not understand. This makes no sense.
Father? You call your father... You call your dad father?
I don't. This is just it fits in the story. So now I call Ella back after this segment and I go, Ella, I don't think I'm alive. I think I'm dead. And she goes, but Kimmy, Ring of Honor disappoints you every week. What's the difference between what's gonna happen on Dynamite and tomorrow's Ring of Honor episode? And I go, you know what? That's pretty accurate.
It's because it's fucking Chris Jericho.
And you know what? The Ring of Honor episode did disappoint me. Because within the first 30 minutes, we got a new announcement for Wrestle Dream. Because our TV champion, who hasn't been on the program in at least a month, his last match was against Peter Avalon, of all people, is wrestling Brian Cage. On the 0 hour, there is right now more Ring of Honor champions on the Wrestle Dream card than AEW champions. Why?
Better watch yourself. 2011 Cards fan. Better watch yourself. Honestly, it just feels like
Death.
before this dishonor, it just feels like an episode of like Arrested Development. Where did you ever watch that show? Is this like way above? Okay.
Let's Google.
Okay, well, Arrested Development is just a bunch of idiots, and the only person that seems to be, you know, logical.
This poster looks interesting.
Are you looking at the poster?
Yes, it came up on Google.
Okay.
These are very interesting people.
Okay, well, Michael Bluth, played by Jason Bateman, he is the only voice of logic and reason, but nobody listens to him.
So are we all supposed to be him in this situation?
Yeah, we are all Michael Bluth right now.
Okay.
And everything that's going on is just everyone else. The entire Bluth family.
Oh my god. I just like okay.
It's called analogies, Ed. Don't you know I like them?
So my thing is, obviously, so here's the other problem we have. We are about 2 months out from the end of the year, correct?
It's October, so
November,
November,
December.
December.
What usually happens on the Ring of Honor calendar in December, Collins?
A pay-per-view?
Have we had an announcement of this pay-per-view existing?
No, not even
Have
a
we-
location, nothing.
Have we had a hint that this pay-per-view is going to come in December?
No. We do not have that at all. Why?
Why? Are we going to? I was so close.
I
to
want Final
tweeting
Battle
Tony
so
Khan.
bad.
I was so close to tweeting Tony Khan today. I'd be like, Tony, I don't feel like asking you this next week on the media call, so I'm gonna save you the time. A final battle question mark? Please answer my tweet, thank you. But I decided not to. I decided to be a good person today. Maybe not yesterday, but today I decided to be a noble human being. I don't know. Like, what you could have, like, I would have rather them do these matches at Full Gear, to be honest. Like, I get Wrestle Dream. A lot of the matches don't make sense. It's supposed to be the analogy of Wrestle Dream matches that you want to happen. Is Atlantis Jr. versus Brian Cage a dream match for anybody?
No. You know who I don't dream about?
Atlantis
Brian
Jr. or Brian
Cage.
Cage? Oh, okay.
No. You know what I dream about?
The pure title?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think that title's making the card.
Everybody versus Lee Moriarty. A four-corner survival match for the pure title.
At
Everybody.
Wrestle Dream?
Yeah, everyone dies.
That's Lance Archer's gimmick.
Yeah. Everybody dies.
Everybody dies. So I don't think Edge, because Edge is, I don't know if you guys saw the update. Edge's house had a little bit of a damage from the hurricane.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, oh my god.
Oh my
I
god.
hope everyone over there, Cassidy Haynes, I know, hasn't really had service, so I hope everyone that's in the area is okay. I know there's some people that you don't even still have power. So I don't think Edge. I think Adam Cole's a possibility for Wrestle Dream, because he was backstage at Dynamite. He's been training for about a month now, so I think Adam Cole's a possibility for next week.
He's wrestling in my heart.
Who? Adam Copeland?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. Guys, I don't even think we're going to talk about Ring of Honor, to be honest. We're going to talk about how much it is killing me. What do you think of the Jericho match? Stip, I don't know. Jericho?
What do I think about it?
Yes.
I feel like Chris Jericho is the ex-boyfriend that you accidentally take out a bank loan for, and he ruins your credit, and then you're just constantly reminded about your bad credit through your entire life, and it comes up every once in a while where oh, there's more charges on this credit card and it went to collections again, and they never closed this credit card, and all you're saying is, I just don't want to be connected to this. I just want to enjoy the things in my life without this ex-boyfriend, but this ex-boyfriend keeps stealing your identity and somehow keeps opening credit cards in your name and ruining all the progress that you've made. That's how I feel. All the progress that we've made this summer with Ring of Honor.
You know, I tweeted this. It got a lot of traction. I don't know if maybe because it was Sean that retweeted it, but Shane Taylor had called out Mark Briscoe on July 18th, on the July 18th episode of Ring of Honor. Before tonight, Mark Briscoe had not competed in Ring of Honor since August 22nd. Now, despite the fact that Shane was hurt for about a month, we have yet to even have any mention of this. Shane has not even really been on TV.
I mean, if he has, it's been next to Lee Moriarty.
And there's been no interaction between Shane and Mark. But obviously you cut this promo with Shane for a reason. So why? Why? Why?
To be honest, I don't know. And it's just breaking my heart every single week that we don't have Shane Taylor on, because those who know Ring of Honor know Shane Taylor and know what he's capable of and know that every time that he's in the ring, the crowd loves him. So why aren't we giving the crowd what they want?
And I
A
think
champion that shows up.
and the
right?
sad part was the main event tonight, no one cared.
Although Matt Taven and his eyes, I'm pretty sure I got pregnant. So
Oh, I saw your tweet.
ah! If that was possible, he wouldn't have been the first.
So talking about the 5
Tell me,
years.
what are you laughing about?
Oh, I got distracted. Someone sent me something regarding Daniel Garcia, and I'm like, oh, I can't be distracted with this right now. So,
Yes, Matt Taven, Hispanic heritage. You know how I feel about
yes.
my Hispanic gentleman.
Where
Hello?
everybody was trying to be like, Matt Taven doesn't belong in this match. Why is Matt Taven here? That's so random. Is he in it to take the pin? Speaking of people on Twitter that can't shut up, let's talk about that thing that is behind you, that yellow towel. Let's discuss after a month of not being on TV. Someone returned yesterday.
My cowboy frog?
Yeah. No.
Put a frog in the chat if you love my cowboy frog.
It's colorful. Very colorful. We are not talking about. We're talking about the thing right below.
Cowboy frog. Cowboy frog. Cowboy frog. Cowboy
This is
frog.
what I get for trying to talk about Britt Baker on a podcast.
Cowboy frog.
Oh yes, Ed. So I typed in our Discord that the clip that's going to be used on all social medias is this rant I'm going to say about Britt. So at Bobby, if you're here we go. Britt Baker returned to TV last night after a month. After a month of people going on Twitter and burying her, saying that she should be fired, saying that she should leave, and all this nonsense. And you know what Britt Baker did yesterday, Collins?
What?
She had a good match. She
He
had
did.
a good match. And there were these people on Twitter that still didn't see it that way. And there were these people on Twitter that was like, but why? Britt shouldn't be here. Why? Britt still can't wrestle. Guys, she hasn't wrestled in a month. Guys, Britt got cheered. Guys, the reason Britt wrestled yesterday is not just because it was in Pittsburgh. The reason Britt wrestled yesterday is because she was the first woman signee to this company. She was the first woman to take a chance on AEW and sign the dotted line. Which is why she wrestled last night. And she had a decent match, and she got the crowd into it, and they cheered her after everyone on Twitter tried to bury her. She persevered. And then you know what else happened? She gained a friend. There was a friend that came to her aid in Queen Aminata. And although I don't think it's going to last for very long, because I think Aminata's going to turn on her, she still got a friend, she got cheered, and I call that successful. And so to all of these people that, I don't get it. If you're not going to be on the Britt Baker train, that's fine. I'm not telling you to like her. We know we all have different opinions. But don't be weird about it. Be respectful. Don't go blowing up my messages telling me all of these horrible things about Britt because I don't care. I do not care. Because we are in the DMD era because she is back and you could all cry about it. Boo hoo hoo. Go cry.
Did Kimmy just turn heel?
I've been a heel.
What? I've been doing a show with a heel this whole time?
Yeah. Boo-hoo-hoo.
I'm not going to go cry. I thought it was a fabulous match. I think Serena Deeb doesn't do it for me. So the equation wasn't going to be, 10 stars in the Tokyo Dome kind of thing. But
you get what I'm saying. Like, all these people, like,
all
you saw the
you
tweets.
people.
You saw those tweets. What? Don't you have better things to cry about? Cry about Chris Jericho challenging for the Ring of Honor title. Don't go crying about Britt having a decent match on AEW. You're crying out loud.
It was a fine, decent match. She got the crowd to pop.
Her entrance was cool.
Her entrance was very cool. I always love the Pittsburgh-oriented gear, even though I lived in Pittsburgh for literally like 14 months and, didn't really experience it as deeply as I probably should have. It's fantastic. It makes me want to be part of it, The terrible towel, that was excellent. The lights going in. I wish that I could have that in my real life.
Her parents front row. Oh my god,
her parents were front row.
And her parents are really funny because, when usually family and friends come to AEW shows, like, they'll stay for like the match that like whoever their person's in, then they'll go backstage. But Britt's parents always stay for the whole thing. So if you like see throughout the night, Britt's parents are in the front row like throughout the entire Dynamite, which I always think it's really cool. Them not just supporting their own child, but also like their child's coworkers. Like, that's really cool. That's something I'll always respect about Britt's parents for that, because you see it like multiple pay-per-views, and I'm like, oh my god, I know these people. I've never met her parents in her life, but I'm like, oh my god, I know them.
Hey, I know you. How do you know me? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No one needs to worry.
Don't worry about it. I know who you are. That's not creepy, Kimmy.
I mean, don't people say the same thing about me all the time, though? I know you.
I know you. I know you. It's okay. It's when the last show I went to, AEW Dynamite, when it was in Everett. First off, had a panic attack at because they took my sign. And I was like, no, I'll go take it. I'll go take it to the car. They were like, no. We have to take your sign.
What'd you write on it?
The Sims 4 is better than Final Fantasy.
Who cares? How is that like offensive?
Because there was no writing on the other side. They thought I could write on the other. And I'm like, advertise the rule. And I was like feeling like my blood boil. And then I realized that I was overstimulated because it was too hot and there were too many people around. And then somebody touched me.
No.
And I didn't know who they were. And then afterwards they came up to me and they were like, hey, I'm really sorry. I was just trying to say hi. And I was like, it's okay. I was just overstimulated. And started crying.
No crying.
Ed, we're going to fight.
We can't fight. Cannot fight. I worked with Joe Hendry this past weekend. Did you see that?
Oh, do you believe?
I mean, he was very impressed with me because he had a line.
Who wouldn't be?
Oh, I could.
Let's be honest. Everybody in the chat, give Kimmy your clapping appreciation tweet. Also, while you're at it, like this video, share it with a friend. You never know. You never know what could come of it. You could create a Ring of Honor fan.
Oh my god. I could list you a number of people who aren't impressed with me. Anyway, so he had about no, listen, he had a line of about 130 people that I got done in an hour. Like,
that's insane.
I was like, let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe. You gotta go faster, Joe. He was like, oh my god. He's like, how long have you been doing this? I'm like, 6 years. He goes, I could tell. You're very good at what you do.
Kimmy, I have this thing called time blindness. I don't know if you knew this about me.
I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna learn.
It means that it could be 5 minutes, it could be 20 minutes. I have no idea.
Oh.
So I have to put timers on my phone, right? I'll show you. in the morning.
Yeah.
Here are all my timers to do things. It's not to wake up. It's to like get
That
things
gives
done.
me anxiety. Oh my god.
And then here are my evening timers. When to take my medication. Yeah.
Nope.
So if you hear me, if you're around me, you'll probably hear my phone timer go off.
Oh my god. I could. Huh. I'm just there. I'm very alert, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is happening at this time. Cool. Yeah.
Some people are really good with time blindness or with time. Oh my god.
I feel like
I'm very
have
good
to.
with time blindness. I'm really good. I don't even know if I'm on this podcast. Like the 26, if I didn't have a timer at the
Yeah.
top of this saying that we're 26 minutes in, I would have thought we're only 5 minutes in.
STG. I didn't yell at people in hotels. I yelled at a person's management, but I can't say that publicly.
Also, shout out to STG, killing it. Absolutely killing it. Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks
were we
for
supposed to
coming.
do the Joe Hendry clap? I wasn't. I didn't know what we were doing.
It's fine. I don't think Ring of Honor knows what it's doing.
Does it ever know? Can we, before we get into the episode, can we just talk about the match that they aired in the middle of this episode? Because I feel like we don't really need to review that match. We could just talk about that they aired it. Okay, so I was texting.
I saw
Kate.
your tweet. God.
Which tweet?
No, your message in our chat that it was like, why do I need to watch a match that I was only 4 years old?
So I wrote that in my review, and I wrote in parentheses, I'm sorry for making you feel old, Mike Johnson. And then he emails me back. He goes, yes, you did make me feel old, Kimmy. Thank you so
I was in
much.
high school.
I was 4 years old.
I torrented this match from Napster or Livewire or whatever the
So this is what happens, right? So I'm texting Kate because they announced the Ring of Honor was starting at 8 o'clock, and I was like, "Do you know why it's starting at 8?" She's like,
no, why was it late?
"No one knows." So I'm like, she's like, "No, I don't know. Like that's really weird." So we were joking, like, "Oh, they forgot to edit in a Chris Jericho segment, obviously, to hence in the angle that they're doing." So then I see the graphic that they're airing this Samoa Joe. Hold on, I gotta get the dude's name. See, I don't even know the dude's name. I don't have notes.
I'm gonna let you say it.
Kenta Kobashi.
Kenta Kobashi.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah, Kenta Kobashi.
So we're just gonna call him Kenta K. Kenta K. And I'm like, Kate, why are they airing this match in the middle of the episode? She's like, I don't know. Tell me you don't care about your current product. And I'm like, they never care about their current product. So they air this match. It was like a 20-minute match. The big deal was that Ian and Caprice were doing the commentary over it. Apparently, it's like one of the best matches in Ring of Honor history. I didn't need it in this episode, but I will say the quote of the entire night took place in commentary because I tweeted this. I don't know if you had seen my tweet for this.
Tell me.
But at one point, Caprice Coleman on commentary goes, I feel like many people get confused by the history of Ring of Honor. Caprice.
What does that even mean?
Caprice, they get confused because of the current product that you guys are producing, and they cannot believe that the product in 2005 is what it is in 2024 because you are killing me. And you are killing the product, Caprice.
You are personally being murdered here.
So that's my thought on Kenta K versus Samoa Joe. Did you see it? Did you like it? Obviously, you've seen the match before. I was 4 years old.
The more you say that, the more I'm like annoyed that you were only a child, a baby. Not even able to like form sentences into completion and coherency.
Nope. Goo goo gaga.
And like I would understand if this was like a usual thing, right? An ROH classic match. You should tune in to, Honor Club TV and, look at all the different collections of things, right? Look at more Samoa Joe from 2015, or 2015, 2005. Can I read numbers? The thing about this match that is not, it just feels like a throwaway, right? But this is arguably one of the greatest matches in Ring of Honor history. And Ian Riccaboni and Caprice Coleman doing commentary over the footage that is not in HD. It is very much 2005. Made it feel like this was going on right now, but it obviously wasn't. But I don't know. It was just a fantastic match. I mean, the machine gun chops to Samoa Joe, you felt every bit of them. The brutality of both of these wrestlers is exactly what I remember Ring of Honor being. And if the point was, hey, let's get people to watch the collection on Ring of Honor television, sure. But all it showed me is, look at how great your product used to be. And look at it in comparison to what's right now. And it's shit.
And they've been adding a bunch of stuff to Honor Club too. Like they just added like a Samoa Joe collection. When they were doing Brian and Nigel, they added like a lot of stuff from their matches. Like we've talked about, All In and All Out are on Honor Club as well, but you have to pay for it from this year, which I remember I told Sean about, and he goes, "That's really weird." And I'm like, "I know. Find out why it's there, buddy." He has yet.
But all I want is like, if this is going to be like a regular thing, make this a regular thing. But it's not. We know that the reason why this is in here is because the Sammy match is being thrown out. And the Lady Frost match is being thrown out.
That was crazy. So my phone did, I don't know if your phone blew up from it, but I had multiple people like, look what happened at Ring of Honor. And I'm like, yo, work.
I was still working. I wasn't even home from work, and I'm getting these text messages going, oh my God, did you see did you see, the news of what's going on with Sammy? Do you have any, details? And I'm like, what's going on with Sammy? So I had to find out, just like everyone else on Twitter. I know, that Pacific Standard Time. Sorry, guys. It was my 3 p.m.
Unbelievable. How dare you have a 3 p.m.
Sorry. But in all seriousness, I just love that people who are in wrestling and are wrestling fans come to me now going, what happened? Do you know what's going on backstage? I don't know shit.
Yo, that's the worst feeling. I hate
shit.
Hey, at least you don't have the Britt Baker haters. You can have that in your DMs.
You know what I did have in my DMs for a very long time?
What?
Is Eddie Kingston haters.
What?
Because he's not a thin wrestler.
Oh my God.
Someone told me is when I had my undercut, they told me that of course, someone with your haircut likes a fat wrestler. What does that mean?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what it means, but I can screenshot it for you. If they haven't deleted their account already. But yeah, that's what I thought about retro match, so to speak. An almost 20-year-old match.
20 years old at this point next year, yeah.
I have been.
And so my thing was, right, Joe's not on Ring of Honor anymore. Kenta K, obviously not on Ring of Honor anymore.
Kenta Kobashi is retired from professional wrestling.
Yes, that's
retired for over 10 years.
That's my point. Is like, this was so random.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, you did get to see a baby Jay Lethal.
Yes.
Baby
Jay.
But other than that, it felt fresh. It felt cool, but
they had done that once before. They did it at some point last year. I forgot what match it was. They had a match air like right after the Ring of Honor taping. I forgot what it was. I just
think that we could have, I don't know, the fact that it was longer than like other matches that were on this card, on the show, was just a little.
Like, if they didn't
Psychotic.
have that match, the Ring of Honor episode probably would have only been like a half an hour.
Yeah.
It was not Punk and Joe. Punk was already gone by then. I forgot who it was. I feel like it was a Jay Briscoe match. But I cannot. Do you remember this?
No.
It was like at some point last summer they literally aired like an old Ring of Honor match, and I remember being so confused as to why. I forgot what it was.
I don't know. So if we do jump into this Ring of Honor episode, it does start with, well, it's episode 84.
I don't know how
this
we got
84.
here.
I don't know how we got here. We're starting with the Ring of Honor World 6-man Tag Team champions in a proving ground match. We are proving some ground of Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs versus the least deserving team of the premier athletes. But no. It's Arya Daivari, Tony Nese, and Mark Sterling.
I don't know why Mark Sterling had to wrestle. Like, I like how they kind of played into it. On
STG. It's not that I hate proving ground matches. It's just that no ground has ever been proven, except maybe twice. 3 times?
I think 3.
But here's the thing. We're just giving away
I agree.
proving ground matches like they're candy. When has the premier athletes won?
Nope.
Not they
Never.
can't even win non-squash matches. Remember? They came out and they were like, well, let's face people. I want to face the best of where is Josh Woods? Why is Mark Sterling the manager of the premier athletes? Why does he look like Mighty Mouse?
Well, so they played into this on commentary a little bit, where Mark was like, I asked the board of directors for a proving grounds match, and they said the only way they would grant it to me is if I were the one who wrestled. And, Daivari and Nese promised me that I wouldn't even get touched, I wouldn't even get hurt. So that's why I agreed to do it. Then I think at the 7-minute mark, there was a point where Sterling and Rhodes went face to face.
The fact that it went to 7 minutes, you've got to be kidding me.
And Sterling tried to pay off Dustin Rhodes. I'll pay you. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I mean, this was fine. Again, why is Mark Sterling wrestling? Like, I just explained why Mark Sterling was wrestling, but like, why? Where are the 6-man champs doing? Why?
There is no other tag team in Ring of Honor that is less qualified for a proving ground match than the premier athletes. They've fallen so far from their awesome vignettes that they were having to this. We get that Mark Sterling is supposed to be the comic relief of this match, but why are we sticking the trios champs in a comedy segment? I think that Marshall, that's the one that doesn't wear shoes. He's the taller guy.
Yes.
He's strong, has that lovely, illustrious mullet going on. Ross is more agile. And seeing the Von Erichs treated in this regard and not doing matches that are, legitimate against, pretty deserving trios teams, it just seems like a waste that we're doing. I mean, what happened? Gosh, what happened to our entire trios division?
Where's Lance Archer and the Righteous?
I don't know.
Where's the Gates of I mean, we know where Brian Cage is. Where's the Gates of Agony?
Agony.
Agony. That's a word.
Agony.
Is that even a word? We're gonna make it a word. Where is crap?
The Dark Order.
The Dark Order.
Where's Top Flight with Action Andretti?
They're breaking up though, so they don't count. Action's gonna turn heel, so they don't count anymore.
I don't like it.
You know what I didn't like? The next we had a squash match after this. So my friend returns to Ring of Honor TV. Thank God. It is the
Well,
only women's match that we saw.
We haven't even finished what happened at the end of the match.
What happened at the end of the match?
Well, I did think that the last 3 minutes of this match was tolerable than the 7-minute earlier of this match. The Von Erichs neutralizing Tony Nese and Ari Daivari in dual claws was just so like I can't say the see you next Tuesday word. I was about to say it's CUNTY.
It's serving.
Oh my gosh. It was just so like exactly what we needed at the end of this brutal Proving Grounds match. And in the end, Dustin Rhodes got the pin off of who? Mark Sterling.
SDG, I was only jumping ahead because I'm so excited to talk about the emergency meme.
Okay, but a graphic did show next. Mark Briscoe will face Chris Jericho. I put Jesus Christ Jericho.
Did you see my tweet with me flipping off the graphic?
Oh my god.
And then they announced Lance Jr. versus Brian Cage. Breaking my heart.
Should we talk about the Nyla Rose match?
Yeah, Nyla Rose returns to Ring of Honor TV in our only women's match on the show. What a horrible day for everybody. Not because we saw Nyla, it's because this was the only women's match we saw. And this company, for the past year and a half, has been strictly Women of Honor. And we had basically a 3-minute squash match. It was Nyla Rose versus Katie Arquette.
Her first Ring of Honor showing. It's her debut match against your best friend, Nyla Rose.
She tweeted at me last week.
You tell me.
So I had thanked AEW for the opportunity for being a Grand Slam. She comments on my tweet, "I'm so happy I didn't get to see you." I then quote tweet that the real tragedy of Grand Slam was the fact that Nyla didn't get to see me. Not even the fact that I had to see Sean. The real tragedy was Nyla Rose didn't get to see me in my hometown. And then Nyla goes, "I didn't see you on purpose."
Rude.
And then I was like, bro, how was I supposed to know that you were going to be there? I don't know your travel schedule.
Aren't they all supposed to be there?
Everyone doesn't travel every week. You think every single wrestler on the AEW roster travels every week?
They should if they want a job.
Sometimes I don't need them. Sometimes someone's like, you don't need a flight. You can stay home. So, do you have anything on the Nyla Rose?
I felt bad because this is Katie Arquette's first ROH debut, and she really did her darndest. But Nyla gave her some stiff. I don't know. It's like a ragdolly, like very like throwy, very like this is what you're handing me. Okay. She hit her with the cannonball and then into the beast bomb, and there you go. Nyla Rose got the win.
But this is everyone's favorite part.
Okay, this is the only redeemable. This is the most storytelling that we have on the show
every week. So
everybody listen up. If you don't listen, Auntie's going to get you.
This is where I do my very over-exaggeration to prove to you all how important this is. We have a very exciting emergency meme. Lexi Nair says that she and Starks are trying to plan a celebration, which is a month late, I might add, for Athena being the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion of all time. Woohoo! Nair says that everyone has to be in attendance, including the entire women's division and the board of directors, which means, yes, you, Paul White, you better be there, Paul White. As Starks is moping around all upset, Athena yells at her and tells her that she should be happy. But she understands that Starks is jealous of not only Athena, but minion number bestie, Lexi Nair. Stark says that Athena is the problem, and she is never there for her. Athena says there have been times that Stark has not been there for her, and she does not want to fight today. Today is all about celebration. She said you could be there for the celebration or you could stay home. Stark says fine and walks away. Athena looks at Lexi, says take care of her. Lexi goes and runs off and takes care of Starks. Athena stands there, says she doesn't understand why these children are causing problems, but in the distance, Abaddon reaching out, trying to reach out to Athena, and Athena just walks away as Abaddon stares into the camera. So sad that she was so close to Athena, but couldn't grasp her. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your week 84 edition of the Emergency Mem.
Excellent.
Loved this. I would love if Starks just pops all the balloons, finally pushes down Athena. This is not going to happen though. Loved this. Keep doing this. This is the only reason I pay my $9.99 a month. It honestly is.
This has more storytelling in a 10-minute backstage segment than the entire, not even 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes than they've done for any other match ever. And yet Athena's not on Wrestle Dream. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense.
You know why?
Why?
It's because what's her face? That girl that Mercedes brought in, Jessica, is isn't she writing the storyline? You know what I'm talking about? The writer?
Yeah.
She's writing the storyline. That's why.
Well. We got beef. That's what's for dinner.
Hey, you know what? They're actually related. It was actually announced.
Anthony Henry and Beef are related. Second cousins by marriage versus Anthony Katena
and Wes Barkley.
Tell us about this match there.
Here's what I wrote. Well, at least they admit they are finally related. ... Winners, Beef and Anthony Henry.
I love Anthony Henry's attitude because this is how I feel about my cousin sometimes. Beef is just overtly enthusiastic and it annoys the absolute piss out of Anthony Henry. Anthony Henry's workhorseman partner, JD Drake, is mentioned on commentary, mentioned having a conversation with Ian Riccaboni about his feelings. On the phone. Back, injured. And honestly, I'd feel hurt too. But this match was definitely a short little guy, get your shit in and get out. Beef, the ever enthusiastic partner, every time he jumps in, he does anything to save his cousin. But does Anthony Henry really need saving? The answer is no. He is a skilled professional. There's, I think, commentary called his Beef's suicide 619 as sloppy steak.
Yes.
I don't want to know what a sloppy steak is.
Neither do I.
And Anthony Henry got the double stomp to win the match. That's fine.
You know,
it was fine.
What was next was not fine.
Oh my God!
I'm confused.
I am so confused about the next match because I got home from work, right? Because you guys know I listen to this like it's a podcast, right? And then I get home and then I'm running through my notes and then I rewatch the episode to make sure I didn't miss anything, right? So when this was announced, I was like, why are we doing this now? Why are we doing this match now? Because remember during the summertime, we were building up the infantry like they were legitimate contenders. And now the Outrunners are selling all this merch and getting, the heat from, FTR and, getting the cool jiving, right?
Not even that. 2 weeks ago, these teams were friends. That's where I'm confused. They were friends.
They were
taking
friends.
out the Dark Order. We didn't even have like a breakup or anything of like why this match is happening.
Why
They're
is this
just
match
like,
happening? Nobody knows.
So, like we said, storyline wise, this match does not make any sense. The last time we saw both of these teams, they were friends on the same side, and now they are just having a match for friendly competition? Question mark.
They're two baby faces. Like, they are two, like, if there were two tag teams that you could go, you know what? Who is really over with the crowd right now?
These two.
These two. So why are we putting them against each other? Did they lose a bet?
Sadly, I am not surprised. We have seen weirder things on this programming than this. After seeing these teams feud forever, their matches are all the same. But when the Outrunners won this one and they shook hands, the infantry walked out on them. Are the infantry turning towards the dark side?
We don't need a heel infantry. We don't.
I agree with you.
We needed the infantry to beat Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Unfortunately, we didn't get that during the freaking Texas tapings. We got Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes because Dustin Rhodes needs both tag options, the trios and the doubles. Why does that need to happen? And there's no legitimate feuds for them.
Well, I mean, his partner's hurt.
Sending all of our love over
So
to
now we're kind of fucked.
Is he going to drop it, or are we going to pretend like the tag team division doesn't exist?
Oh, the tag team division doesn't exist. What do you think? This match.
I just love the Outrunners so much, and I love the infantry so much. So this match was just so strange that it was happening with no build, no story, no whims about it, that I'm trying to figure out who is doing what and why. And I never can tell which one is truth and which one is turbo until I look at their trunks.
I don't know either.
But if oh no, this feels like a threat. I'm going to get you a meme for when something completely nonsensical happens.
But that's the whole episode. The whole episode, nonsensical things happen.
I mean, if we're honest.
I mean,
where's Ring of Honor?
I can't wait till we get to like episode 100. And we're still like, how did we get to 100 episodes? I've been thinking about this.
We just have 16 weeks to go.
I don't think I'm going to live till episode 100.
4 months. We're going to be in the middle of freaking February.
Yeah, I might be dead by then. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Oh my gosh. I'm just going to be sitting here and I'm going to be a bag of bones, but like strangely wet, you know, because I've been crying.
Yo, I was about to tweet you and Kylie that I might have to be booked on Wrestling Made Me Cry this week.
Maybe you
Ring of
might.
Honor's killing me.
I know. It really is killing everybody.
I think you need to like etch out a segment for me on Wrestling Made Me Cry this week so I can just talk about the death of Ring of Honor.
A lineage.
I'll add my Britt Baker tears in there. It'll be the what is killing Kimmy this week on Wrestling Made Me Cry.
I'm into it.
Second co-host.
All right, so we have a backstage segment of Beef and Anthony Henry. Beef was excited to be in
3-0.
3-0, finally in the tag team promo. But Anthony Henry said, no, we are not.
Oh my God, January 30th, I'm not even going to be here. I'll be in Miami. Oh.
Wow. Shows your true commitment to this
I'm going to be
team.
in Miami. I'm going on the Jericho cruise. Oh. I think that's the day we leave for the Jericho cruise. I'll be going to the Dominican Republic. Wait, but I'll have the drink package, right? So I'll be drinking in
I
memoriam.
will remember you.
live from the cruise, I'm gonna have all the Ring of Honor stars that are on the Jericho cruise just pop into the episode. Oh my god.
Do you like cruises, right?
I do. I love a cruise.
You don't get seasick? Oh yeah, you eat soup on them.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
This is soup season.
Oh, now it's soup season. But when I had soup every day on my cruise, it wasn't soup season.
Yeah, because it's sunny out.
But it was good. Then why are they offering soup on the cruise?
For people like you.
But it was so good.
They gotta offer something. They're taking your money, not mine.
That is true. Wait, I gotta literally. I am 95% sure that's when we leave for the Jericho cruise. Is my flight January 30th? God damn it!
Soup on a cruise should be illegal.
Soup
Soup
is
is
food.
not. What is happening?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going to
gonna-
be in
I'm
Miami.
gonna rage quit here and hit my funny bone. 'cause of
Rage
soup.
quit? No.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
But when
Goodbye.
you think about it, right?
Soup is not a summer food.
No, but wait. Hear me out. So I get. This is gonna sound even crazier. So I get cold really easily, right? So if I'm on the cruise, obviously they pump the air conditioning out on the cruises, because it's 100 degrees wherever you go. Correct? We can all agree.
I've
Awesome.
never been on a cruise.
Okay, so they pump the AC. Because obviously, a lot of times you're going to a tropical island and you're outside, so it's hot. So someone like me who gets cold really easily, I usually wear a hoodie on the cruises anyway. So I'm already cold. And then the soup, it just makes it even better. Soup is best consumed in the winter, but you could eat. It's the same thing as ice cream. That's like calling ice cream a summer food.
I
am comparing ice cream.
Are you
to soup.
calling ice cream a soup?
No. I am saying it is the same argument as saying you can't eat ice cream in the winter as eating soup in the summer.
That is not the thing. That is not what we're saying.
Yes, it is. You're saying that I cannot eat soup on my cruise.
You can do whatever psychotic thing you want to do during your cruise, Kimmy. But do you think I'm going to sit here and accept?
I mean, look at these comments.
I mean, that's like saying cereal is a soup.
Cereal. I mean, no. Well,
is cereal a soup? Put it in the chat.
his cereal. So it's but does soup have to be hot? Is your definition of soup hot?
So, but my assumption when you say soup is hot soup.
Yes.
Why would I eat hot soup on a cruise ship?
Because I
When
just
it's
gave
hot.
you the explanation as to why.
Because you're cold? Because there's air condition on the boat?
Yes, I get cold really easily. I'm a fragile, young, small.
I'm just so dainty and small, and I gotta have my soup on the cruise.
Soup is good. What? There is soup.
Disgusting.
What? I need to Google this.
Disgusting humans.
What? I did not know this.
I do
Yo.
not encourage this.
Did not encourage what? We are learning the history of soup.
The history of soup?
See? Yo, that's crazy. I've never heard of this before. Ow, my eyeball. I've never heard of this before. It looks good, not gonna lie. It looks pretty good. Yo, should I make another poll tomorrow? We all saw how
Who
my
are these people? Who are these people, Joe? Soup is good. That's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking about how soup is good. We're talking about how soup during the summer is
And if we
psychotic.
if we do food takes, the three of us, it's not gonna go well. I'm a very picky, in case no one could tell, I'm a very picky eater. It's not gonna go well for me.
Oh my god.
I'm making
What?
a poll tomorrow.
What is happening?
I'm making a poll tomorrow.
Okay,
Can you-
STG, we're not going to talk about my foods because I have a mental illness and I like 5 things. That's it.
Look, people get colds during the summer. What are you talking about with those? See?
Talking to someone who got the cold during the summer. You know what I ate?
Soup?
No.
Bobby, can you just clip this soup argument? What are we at? An hour?
We're like 5 minutes into soup talk.
Look, we are going to start doing food take short clips in the not too distant future. Yes, thank you. He read my mind. Bobby, this is why.
I am under duress. I am stressed.
Well,
because
why?
I don't want anybody to criticize my food takes. But I can tell Kimmy that she's weird for having soup on a cruise.
But again, like that's like saying you can't eat ice cream in the winter. It's the
You
same
can't.
thing.
It's
Yes,
against
you
the
can.
rules.
Against what rules?
Mine. My rules. It's my way.
Or
My
else?
way.
What were we talking about? Were we talking about beef and like this promo?
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Oh, we did, and how he was excited to film a promo, and then he wanted his number. He didn't give him the number.
STG, exactly. If I'm on a cruise, I'm eating freaking seafood. I'm having
It was an
brisket. I'm having tacos.
appetizer.
I am
It was an
having
appetizer.
salad.
I wasn't in the mood for salad that day. Listen, I used to get a pot of hot chocolate on cruises every day for breakfast.
Oh my god.
I did. You could get a pot of hot chocolate, so I used to get that. But I transitioned to smoothies instead. So you're welcome.
Don't even get me on the topic of your warmed chalky milk.
What's wrong with hot chocolate?
I mean, hot chocolate and beef. That's what we have.
Dessert soup? Ooh. What's
Dessert soup.
Bobby, we cannot talk about iceberg lettuce salad on a cruise. That is giving. It's not giving.
It's giving American school lunches. That's what it's giving. It's giving.
Lunches.
It's giving rectangle shaped pizza. It's giving bagged milk.
Bagged milk.
Did you ever have bagged milk in elementary school?
No. I would bring my lunch to school every day.
Oh. Your parents also probably drove you to school. Did you take the bus?
I did home, yeah. Actually, in 3rd to 5th grade, I took the school bus, but kindergarten to 2nd, my parents drove me and picked me up. And then in middle school, I walked to school because it's about a half a mile to my house. And then in high school, my mom drove me every day and picked me up after track practice.
Interesting.
Thank you.
That's the difference between the fact that you have loving parents that want to see you thrive and me.
Thrive. There were days I would walk to my middle school and slip on the ice.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I survived. Don't worry.
I'm proud of you
Thank you.
for surviving.
Thank you.
We used to walk to school. Oh, okay, I'll tell you this. I broke a toe on my foot because I used to walk
I would
to
hope
school.
it's your foot. I don't think your
Yeah.
toe would be anywhere else on your body.
Oh my god!
Bobby, that's what you clip.
No!
I'm kidding.
Okay, so we used to walk to school, but back in the early 2000s, we would have like flared jeans, but we would purposely have them longer than our body. So they're just dragging, right?
Mhm.
And I would wear those Old Navy flip-flops exclusively. Well, it
Okay.
started to rain,
Oh no.
and the back of my flares got wet, which was causing my feet to slide in those $3 sandals. And I accidentally stepped on something, and as I went to move my foot slid through. So the I guess part in between your toes flipped off, broke the sandal, and I went sliding this way, but my like little pinky toe
Uh-huh.
got caught underneath. I broke my toe on the way to school. Okay.
Did you have like a boot? Not a boot, but did you have like a splint or something? Or you just.
I mean, there really isn't a way to.
Well, sometimes with broken toes, you get like a boot, depending on like.
Well, that's also the difference between my parents and other people's parents. Is my parents said, "You're fine. Just tape it."
Tape it up.
Mm-hmm.
Get
So
some
I
medical tape.
I had to put on my my PE shoes. Wear those
Not
all day.
those.
Yeah. Anyways, we do have a Ring of Honor world title match.
No, we don't.
The ever sexual Matt Taven versus our champion Mark Briscoe. What did you think of this match, Kimmy?
Oh, I gotta go back to my notes. I was so distracted with soup.
Soup and flip-flops. And I shared a personal story with you, and I appreciate that I can share that with you and the entire world.
That's all we do on this show. We don't talk about Ring of Honor. That's right, folks. The Ring
Honor
of Honor
Ramble.
Ramble.
Thank you. That's CJ. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that I can share my life on the show with y'all.
That's right, folks. The Ring of Honor champion has come back to Ring of Honor. It's a miracle. This match was more of a safety net to give Briscoe momentum heading into next week, and since Taven has been a staple to Ring of Honor, why not? You can tell by this point the crowd was dead, as I am assuming this was the last thing they filmed after Dynamite and Rampage last night, which I was confirmed it was. And they were very, very tired. Mark won with the J Driller to send the Pittsburgh crowd home happy, and after the match was over, Taven, Bennett, and Briscoe all celebrated to close out the show, which was really weird, meaning the Undisputed Kingdom are heels, and Mark Briscoe's a babyface.
It was weird. This is the 5th title defense for the Ring of Honor World Champion, Mark Briscoe.
Are you serious?
Correct. I am serious. This is the 5th title defense.
I gotta tweet it. Keep talking.
Oh my gosh.
So you mean next week it's gonna be Mark Briscoe's 6th title defense?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Tweeting it. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Matt Taven, the ever lovable, I think, well, out of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, I prefer Matt Taven's wrestling style. We knew it was going to be shenanigans. We knew that something was going to happen, with them cheating. The match started off fast, which I really like. Matt Taven trying to go for the early pin. Didn't really happen. Redneck Kung Fu always gets me, always makes me pop. I love how Mark Briscoe cares for his opponents. Very different than other wrestlers, but maybe it's because he is a babyface. But Matt Taven did take advantage of his niceness. And then Mike Bennett gets involved, tries to distract the ref. And he, it's just another heel tactic that happens. Mark Briscoe didn't let it phase him. He responded with a blockbuster off the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring. And Mark Briscoe set up Matt Taven for the Froggy Bow, but Matt Taven, the ever-living veteran that he is, dodged it and took control. How long do you think that these motherfuckers have been watching each other wrestle? Years. Years.
So many times.
So many times. It was very cohesive. I very much enjoyed this wrestle. But you could tell the crowd did not give a hoot about it. It was a very long day for them. And a huge super kick from Matt Taven made me feel like, oh, are we doing something here? Is it actually for the title, or is it a proving ground match? Nope, it's for the world title. However, Mark Briscoe got the win, and at the end was very strange. I wrote in my notes, why are they all in the room together?
Especially when
strange.
Taven at one point in the match was like, I'm gonna give a preview of what Jericho's gonna do to you, and like, I hope Jericho wins the match, and then they all celebrated together.
It was strange.
Is this when did the curtain call happen? Like 1996, 7? Like, was this the curtain call of Ring of Honor? I'm confused. DX called. They want the curtain call back.
The fact that you're like, yeah, this happened, and you weren't even alive.
Listen, it was in the Vince documentary. I mean, I've obviously followed it, but they did talk about it in the Vince documentary. Oh, it was 97? All right.
It's 1997.
I wasn't born.
Oh no.
Just so you know, so we have a Discord, right, where we all talk about like clips that we want clips for Bobby to literally like clip to post on socials.
I am going to tell you that it was actually 1996 because that's when Kevin Nash and Scott Hall signed their contracts for WCW. And the match took place May 19th, 1996 in Madison Square Garden.
Oh.
So it is 96.
So in this Discord with our clips, me and Collins have literally typed about 5 things that need to be clipped. This is the most Honor Ramble.
Yeah,
clip.
you're bad. Yeah, we're a very factually accurate podcast over here, Ed.
So I said 96. Oh, so I was right. I was 96 first.
May 96.
I was like 96, 97, some year I wasn't born. So 97 was when Hogan joined the NWO. You could call this the New World Order of Professional Wrestling, brother.
I have to tell you, my mother is very conservative.
Okay.
I wore my NWO shirt to a family function.
Oh no.
Back then, and my mom is very conspiracy theories, and she told me, take that shirt off. We're not dealing with this. And if you know what I'm implying, it's funny. If you don't, it's fine.
It's okay.
But my mom thought I was in a cult.
Oh no. I mean, in the later years of NWO, there was an NWO Red, there was an NWO Black and White. I've seen Stranger Things on that show.
Anyways, what a strange episode of Ring of Honor. We got the old clashing with the new. Made me feel weird. I don't know, but you know what I do love? I love chatting with you.
I love chatting with you too.
Are you excited for the Wrestle Dreams?
I'm excited for you to go to the scrum.
What if I get rejected?
You didn't hear back yet?
No, I haven't heard back yet.
Oh, I thought that you were like official, like in. Oh, I did not know. I thought this was like. I'm excited for you to go. I'm excited.
One person is confirmed. I haven't gotten the official email.
Okay. I am excited for you to get your pay-per-view in Washington. I am not excited. We have Ring of Honor titles defended on AEW pay-per-view.
Sure.
But Collision. Can I give a Collision spoiler? Because it seems like they did a match for Wrestle Dream. Seems like Mercedes Moné is going to be defending against Chris Statlander at Wrestle Dream,
which will be freaking amazing.
Yes, so I'm excited for that. Obviously we're a week away. We only have, I think, 4 matches announced so far, 5 if you count Chris and Mercedes. So
there's actually 6. So we have Atlantis Jr. versus Brian Cage. We have Briscoe versus Chris Jericho. We have Darby Allin versus TBA.
Oh, right. That's the match. I
which
forgot.
is probably going to be Bobby
Oh.
Lashley.
No. I know who it is.
No.
No. I know who it is.
We have Jack Perry versus Katsuyori Shibata, and Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus Takeshita,
Yes.
and Bryan Danielson versus the Jonathan Moxley.
The Jonathan Moxley.
The Jonathan Moxley.
That's funny.
I don't know. This episode made me feel things, but it also made me annoyed.
Oh my god. One of my clients got announced for New York City Comic Con. I could actually announce while I'm working with Thursday at New York City Comic Con.
Tell me.
Swerve Strickland!
Woo! Are you going to swerve while you drive?
I mean, me and Swerve talk about a bunch of other things, but yo, I'm hyped. I didn't know they announced this.
I love that. I love it for you. Love that. He deserves it.
I'm in a better mood now.
Well, Kimmy, tell the people where. Hold on.
We didn't say our overall rating.
Oh, what is your overall rating of this fantastic show?
A 2.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah. Do you not feel the same way? Do I have a graphic? I'm listening. Do you not feel the same way?
I've been giving it 2s for a while now. So
Are you going to magically change your point of view?
no.
No.
Nope.
We're dying out here. Oh my god, I have a ticker now.
Look
Have
at
I
you.
made it? Have I made it?
You
on
made
this
it. You're
programming?
official. You
Oh
are
my
officially my
God.
co-host.
Oh my god,
We kicked the boys out.
I've waited Bobby, I've waited like months of inviting myself on this show for this.
Thank you,
I'm
Bobby.
hyped as hell. Okay. You can follow me on Twitter with my horrible Ring of Honor takes, my convention stories and pictures, and me fighting with SRS at Kimmy_SokOLE. You can follow me on Instagram at Kimmy.SokOLE. You can read my Ring of Honor reviews every week over at PW Insider. Tomorrow on the Pop Break, I'm going to have up my Bad Blood predictions because we have a WWE pay-per-view this weekend. I'm going to be at New York City Comic Con, obviously with First Strickland as I announced, but there's also going to be another guest that I'm waiting for them to announce because I don't want to, jinx it or anything. And yeah, you could see me here every week crying about Ring of Honor with Collins.
I love that we're crying. Well, you can follow me over at all social medias _queer auntie. I am here every Thursday and over at Fightful Overbooked on Saturday mornings for Wrestling Made Me Cry. We're going to have a new show here, myself and Astrid, and anyone who also wants to join us. We're going to be rewatching some old wrestling. And we're starting with the Mae Young Classic.
I might invite myself on that show too.
Yeah, you should. I'm trying to nail down some name suggestions. So the best.
I'll put in my request.
Yeah.
Who do I talk to? You or Astrid? Is Astrid
Either
still
of us.
here?
Yeah.
Should I just text Astrid?
Because I was like thinking like, oh, is like after the 3 count a podcast name? It's not taken.
Astrid. Oh, right. Astrid's on the plane. All right. I'll text her
Yeah.
tomorrow that I'm inviting myself on her podcast. What else is new? I invite myself on every show on OLE.
We love it.
There it is.
And you can follow me over at Twitch. I'm trying to grow my Twitch. It's just Queer Auntie. Follow that. I'm trying to grow my audience. I'm also trying to grow my audience over on Instagram. So _Queer Auntie. Find me on all my socials. I am doing the same thing that I do here that I do on my socials. So, and you're watching this on OLE. This is our local establishment. You can follow us on all of our socials down below. Please like, share, subscribe. Go follow us on Twitch. Give us a little like. Send us some bits over on Twitch. Make the magic happen. because you know what? We love you and we want you part of our family. So keep us happy, keep us engaged, and we want to know more about what you want to watch in wrestling.
It's definitely not Ring of Honor.
We played it in the beginning, all of the awesome shows that are going on tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think that on there's a show. It's Saturday there's going to be a show. The Sunday there's going to be a show. All every day there's a show. I don't know. I should probably memorize that. Please don't fire me as a producer. Because
Tomorrow's the Japanese wrestling update. As I'm trying
Japanese
to read this
wrestling
message
update.
that
Thank you. Japanese wrestling update. And then Bobby, our boss, is going to be interviewed on Saturday.
Oh my god. Yes.
Yes.
I might be
Marvel
on
Talk
that
and the Japanese wrestling update. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And a Bad Blood post show?
I might invite myself on that depending on what time I get home from Long Island.
Long Island.
Watching some college football with some pals.
I'm so excited. There's so much going on. Make sure you're hitting the bell so you're notified when
Marvel Talk. Auntie, come. Oh, wow. Bobby invited you over me. Wow.
We'll see if I have time. I might have company over, but I think it's early enough for me. So
6
and I'll
o'clock?
just
So 6 o'clock here. So was that 3?
yeah, it starts at 3 p.m.
All right, I did. Bobby, my brain. Bobby, do you see what season we're in? See my beanie? We are in this season. When it is in this season, my brain no work.
Well,
Bobby, I'm also trying to read your very long message you sent me. And I can't. Words.
Listen, we love you. Thank you so much for watching. Hearts in the chat. And we'll see you next Thursday on Honor Ramble or else. Bye. Happy wrestling.